Aquarius early April. Hope all is well. We have for Aquarius early April. Aquarius. Interesting. Well, things are very stable right now. Or they were, but I feel still they are. But for some reason it doesn't seem like, okay. It's, okay, so it makes sense what's going on right now. It doesn't seem like there is an imbalance of your life, but there is a want to feel more love, because when everything, like on paper, everything is great, right? But you have that feeling that something is missing. And that's what's going on right now. Something's missing. But it has a lot to do with your heart space. That's definitely on your mind. And you definitely put that first above everything else. But that's so confusing, because you do have that emotional side, but you still feel like there's something missing. Interesting, because Hangman kind of came in the same position as Libras. But I feel like your thinking process is a bit, it's going through some transformation here for sure. And it's because universe is trying to provide you really with the life that you want. Oftentimes we think we know what we want, but we really don't, because we don't have the same perspective that universe has. It's just, we can't even compare it. But it does try to take care of us. It doesn't even try, it does take care of us. But sometimes it doesn't let us achieve certain situations or just feel a certain way, because there's just something so much better than what we can actually see with our own eyes. And that's really what's happening here. It's trying to there's a reason why there is a sense of lack on an emotional side, even though it doesn't make sense for the lack to be there. You're not that you're not spiritual. It's not even that. But it's more so that universe is saying, okay, let's go a little deeper here. We're in a place where everything's stable, and we can afford to dive in a little bit more into our spirituality and really find the meaning of why this is all here. It's about taking a journey and really trying to understand what goes on the other side, what goes behind on the other side. Why are we put in situations like this? Why are we provided with everything that we provided in this life? Why do we go through the pains of this life? Why do they change us so much? And after changing us so much, we end up in a place that it's just transformative. It's different. But this is really the cycle of life. It's not an existential crisis, but it's more so really expanding our conscious, expanding, looking at the world from a different scope. But it took you going through a lot of shit to start really seeing that. And now you start to understand. And thankfully, by understanding, you start to expand even more. But the lack is really the key that allows you to open up that new perspective, that new horizon. And now we see why the duality is so important. Why pain is actually a blessing. Because it unlocks us in a way that we start to understand, okay, there it is. It does, you do fight with yourself though. But you can only fight for so long, right? I mean, you're fighting against planetary bodies here. You're fighting with spirit, like you just can't. But that's fine, because when you are defeated, that's when you're really happy. And you start to understand even more. But I do respect the willingness to fight for what you believe. But it's one of those things where, look, yes, we are arguing, we're but it's more so to open up your eyes to just so much more. And you start to appreciate that. But it's a transitional period now. You're transitioning from the small pool to the big pool. And that can be a little intimidating. But once you start to get used to it, you can see how much more you can do. So what's the advice? Doesn't have to be quick. This is a slow process. It's more important to really get to understand and compromise versus try to get to the other side without having that understanding. The understanding is important. It does take cycles. It does take periods of time to fully understand. And that comes with seasons. But know this, at least now, you can see the direction. It's a long way, and it takes time to warm up to it. But when you do warm up to it, then proceeding makes it a whole lot easier. Okay? That's what I have, Aquarius. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal, the link is down below. Good luck.